Well, welcome back. This is the first update for October 2022. I thought I'd give you a quick update and just show you what I've been doing. Obviously, as you can see, the wings are on, bonnet's on. I think the front grille was on before actually. The lights are actually connected, bumper and the wing. If I go through a few bits and pieces and show you what I've done. Right, first problem I had was this wing, which is obviously the offside. I don't know if I can show you or not, but when the phone decides to focus, that's not going to focus, so it'll have to be a bit blurry. This little bracket here I had to make, basically because the top of the grille, which is sort of there, was actually missing. So what it actually does, all intents and purposes, is ties. Let's get back a little bit. It ties the top of the grille to the wing. These brackets here, I didn't really want to put them on, but there's actually did have some brackets very similar to it before. I couldn't find them, but it actually left a big mark on there so you could see where they went. So I thought it'd better make some nice new ones. So they're actually made now, that side and that side. But what I'm going to do, I'll just get some self-etching primer, etch them all up, then put some green over the top of them. I found out the colour of this green. I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but no, I can't remember. Then I'm going to paint them green. So I'm just going to get some wire wool and just scratch them up a little bit, so hopefully it'll all blend in. These, I don't know what you call them, the coach bolts, but they were bright zinc, and what I've done with them, I wanted to age them a little bit, so what I've done, I heated them up and quenched them in some hot oil, and it got a nice finish like that. On the other side, I don't think you're really going to be able to see this too much, but round there's a little bracket that holds the top of the wing to the grille. Obviously the hole was actually pushed out, and so I sort of make a spreader bar or spreader plate across it. So that's all done now. Well, the next thing was the radiator. The radiator just bolts to the shroud here. But when I bolted it on, it wasn't very secure, and I thought, well, time you get a bit of water in the radiator, it's going to wobble all over the place. It's actually solid as a rock now, so what I actually did, I'll show you inside. There's still a bit of a swarf down there I need to get out. But I made this bracket up, which goes, the wiring's in the way at the moment, goes all the way down here. And I actually put some captive nuts on the bottom of the chassis. And so what happens now, the radiator bolts through the shroud and straight onto this angle and gives it a bit more support, which is so strong now, it's unbelievable. I've done that very similar to the other side. There, that hole there was actually a tapped hole in the landy anyway, and I've done exactly the same there. I can get through. There we go. And the actual angles that I put on there, believe it or not, I did paint them on the reverse side, so that when I come to put them in, I actually go over them with a bit of paint and touch them up. So while I'm at the front, the wiring's actually all done now. From the front, the indicators, the side light, major problems with, because especially that one is actually rusted solid because the gauge at the back had obviously split and just filled out of mud. It took me a while cleaning it up and freeing it up. You can't actually buy them anymore. I had a look. You can buy the 2-pole ones, but not single pole ones. So I managed to make one good one out of them bits and pieces I had. So these are actually all wired up now. Headlights are in. I just ordered some new bulbs. The only thing I wasn't sure about the headlights, I've got the wiring here, is which one's dip and which one's full. I can't really tell by looking inside the headlight, so that's why I've left these ones out at the moment. That's just a spare wire, that one. So we've got dip and main beam coming from the dashboard, and these are the offside headlamps, these are the near sides. So when I get a bit closer I can work out what's what. Right, the offside front wing at the bottom did actually have a repair already made to it, which was, I can get it into focus, which was this piece of plate here. Obviously it's gone rusty on the back, and obviously the bottom of the wing wasn't actually fixed to the bulkhead. So what I've done, if I can just pause it on. Now what I've done, I've actually made a plate on the inside, so there's a plate on the outside, probably so that fixes to the bulkhead, which is quite good because the bottom of the wing didn't actually, the hole had all eroded down there anyway, so I had nothing to fix it with. Obviously that's all bolted in now, again to the top one. That was a massive, great big elongated hole. I'm not convinced that there was actually ever bolted on, because I like to elongate the holes quite a bit. So there's a nice stainless steel spreader plate over that one. So that's all nicely in there. I will sort of seal in with some sort of sealer later on, I'm not sure what. Right, the near side wing. It's not going to focus. This is. I managed to get 3 of the 4 bolts drilled out and tapped. The one I couldn't get out was that one there. The captive nut, all it's doing is spinning round and round. So what I've done, I've drilled and slotted another one just above it. It's got a captive nut in the bulkhead now, so they're all in there nicely now. Well, that's pretty much it for this update. As you can see, the front actually looks like a Landrover now. Put the mirror around, it does turn around like that. I won't back in because I better knock it off. So he's got an odd wing on the front, but I actually quite like it. Gives you a bit of character. Like I say, it's all in there, all nicely painted. It looks so much different with the grille back on, and I'd get them horrible brackets all painted up so it blend in a bit more. So I think that's pretty much it. Nothing else to see. Next thing I'm doing, I'm going inside the cab and try and sort some of this wiring out. I'll show you what it looks like at the moment. It actually looks worse than what it is. It's just laying there at the moment. Obviously a couple of things I've got to do. I'm going to put an immobiliser in it, but obviously I won't show you where it is because in case you come and steal it. So the immobiliser won't be on the dashboard, that's for sure. So that's going to go on there somewhere, and I've done the windscreen wiper. There's a little bit missing off of there. So that's pretty much it. So it's not really that far off completed now. Once I've done the wiring, which hopefully I'll get most of it done today, then it just really means just the axle then. Put the axle on, bleed the brakes, and a few other little bits and pieces, and the job's a good one. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.